Hi folks, happy days, it's me MasterTemple. We're going to do a nice waterfall on this 18 by 16 inch canvas. What I've done is I've taken some black acrylic primer and I've coated down where I want the basics of the waterfall to be. Allowed that to dry completely, and what you caught me doing was coating the white areas of the canvas with a thin layer of liquid white, or you could use titanium white and linseed oil or clear gel or magic white or anything like that. Anyway, we've got that all on these parts there. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to save that brush before I wash it because I want to use it for making out the mist as well, because this is dry still. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take another brush, okay, another 1-inch brush, and I'm going to dip it into some cad yellow. Okay, we're going to have a nice little bit of a sunsetty glow to the sky. So just a touch of cad yellow, don't want much. Okay, and I'm just going to tint the sky with this. Of course, it'll get paler and paler as we mix with that white that's already on the canvas. So I just want it over there like that. We're going to leave a little spot there just for the sun. So we'll just ease this out now. It'll get eaten a lot by the other colours when we put them on, so put more on than what you need. There we go. And of course we want a little bit of something in the reflection of the water, so we'll just throw that down there like so. Okay, there's hardly any paint on the brush. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into an orange colour, a chrome orange. Okay, these Winsor & Newton's paints. So again, literally just the tips of the bristles will have this paint on, chrome orange. Now if you haven't got orange, you can make your own out of yellow and red. Nice and easy, nice and easy. And I usually do that, but since I had a tube of chrome orange lying about, might as well use it. Yeah, might as well use it. So a little bit of chrome orange, just float it up there, and again this will hit the yellow and it will eat some of that yellow up if we put too much on. But I don't want too much on, I just want a nice little subtle pastel-y coloured sunsetty sky. We're going to darken the top, I think, as well. Okay, just take a little bit of that orangey colour and float it around just in the water, just like so. Maybe grab a little bit more. Where is it? About there, like so. Of course, it doesn't have to be an exact replica down here because we've got the movement of the water and all things like that, so that'll diffuse it. You can see some little streaks of the black acrylic underneath there. Black acrylic, black gesso, they're all the same thing, really. But it's got to have been put on good 24 hours in advance, I say, and allowed to dry completely. Right, with next to nothing on the brush, I'm going to hit the next colour, which is bright red. Okay, very strong colour, very strong. So again, just the littlest amount on the tips. Okay, and just float that in. Float that in over the orange like that. Go up into that corner and bring it down there. I don't want to kill all that corner yet because we're going to put another colour on. So again, bright red mixing with the white that's underneath will make a nice little pinky colour. Okay, a little bit of something on there. All right, a little bit of that colour same down in the water as well. There, side to side motions. I'm not going to even clean the brush yet either. Might not even clean the brush at all. Okay, that's how we're feeling today. Okay, maybe a little bit stronger with that bright red, I think, about here. There, like that. And then just blend and tease it out. That easy, that easy. We've got a top and almost a bottom done. Almost. Okay, let's just knock any excess paint off. Now I'm going to go into a purpley colour. Okay, just a purple colour. And I forget the name of this purple. I think it's a violet colour. Okay, but I do love it. Nice, warm, violet kind of colour. And of course you can mix this up with the reds and the blues to your flavour, or you can just go and buy a tube of it, which is what I did. Okay, because if it's already pre-mixed for me, why not use it? Okay, there we go, straight out of the tube. There's no rule saying that you can't use paint straight out of the tube. I know some artists flinch a little bit at that. You can't use paint straight out of the tube, you've got to mix it with a million colours first. Nah, if you want to mix it straight out, if you want to use it straight out of the tube, you go ahead and use it. Okay, there, and a little bit down here like that, maybe a touch over here. Very little paint, very little paint. There we go. Okay, right, now the colour that will eat everything up, might just fill that corner up, but the colour that will eat everything up is a bit of blue. And the blue I'm using today is French ultramarine. Okay, so just dab a little bit of that on. Blues are very, very strong. So we're just going to use a bit of that. But you'll use any blue that takes your fancy. Phthalo blue, Prussian blue. Prussian blue would actually look quite nice here. There we go. Or no blue at all. If you don't want it blue, don't have it blue. There, but I want a little bit of blue in the sky, just in case we want a little bit of blue in the water. We can't have it in the sky. Sorry, we can't have it in the water. Can't have it in the water if it's not in the sky, right? Just looks a bit bizarre. Okay, and maybe a touch up there like that. And of course, if we've got it up there, let's put it down here like so. And just go gently across everything now. So I'm going to wipe the bristles out. There's nothing on there. No, nothing on there. And I'm going to go across everything, okay? Just to bring it all together. Bring it all together. Danger time if I'm going into the yellow, but I trust my judgment here. Because there's very little paint on the canvas. It's just a very, very soft little staining. And that's what we're after. Soft little staining of the sky. There we go. Like so. And we don't really need to do much with the sun really, but clean your finger. I'm just going to dip the finger, bit of a finger painting time, a little bit of white, and we're just going to roll the finger around there like so. So then we get a nice little sunny glow, just a sunny glow. Okay, take off any excess paint and then just gently go across there, tease it together. Okay, now then let's work on a few little clouds. So I'm going to take a fan brush, okay, a fan brush, and I'm just going to go into some of that purpley colour and a bit of the blue and a bit of the red. Okay, just mix it loosely on the brush. Nicely does it on the palette. Okay, now I don't want much, but I'm just going to put a few little streaky things that are up here. A little tap, a little wiggle, like so, and we've got ourselves a nice floating cloud, a little bit of a stringy thing that lives out there. Of course, it'll push the sun back into the composition as well. There. Less paint on the brush, we've got a softer cloud. And less paint on the brush, again, we've got an even softer cloud that's far, far away. Okay, touch a bit more paint and we'll put something on the other side, maybe up here, like that. And of course, a little less paint. We've got it. We've got it, folks. There we go. Yeah, we might put a little streak here or there. I would suggest stepping back if you want to get it absolutely spot on. If you want to get it absolutely perfect and pristine how you want it, but I'm just messing about today with you guys. There we go, which is always good fun. It's good fun to feel a bit loose and a bit free. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, just drop that brush to one side and back to this brush that we painted the whole thing with, really. And I'm just going to set the clouds into the painting just by teasing them over. Very gentle, very, very gentle. I'm not trying to move paint. I'm just going to take the tap marks and the other bits and pieces off there, like that. There we go. Look at the colours there. That's just absolutely warming my heart up already. Right, I think we're about done. We've got some streaks down here, so we could put one or two, just for good measure. We've got some dark streaks in the water, so we're not too fussed about that. But they're there now. They're there now. Right. and we will put a reflection of the sun into the water when we come close to finishing the composition. Okay, now let's start to work on these cliff faces. I do grab a tissue because I wipe my hands and sometimes wipe the canvas as well as wiping the brushes and the palette knives. So I'm going to take my trowel palette knife, but if you want to use your angle palette knife, you just use that. And I'm going to go in with, well, let's think of where it's going to go. So we're going to have the waterfall there and the waterfall here. So we're going to have a rock face, and some rock faces over here. So we can start by, let's take a bit of a stony colour. Now this stony colour is made by burnt umber and French ultramarine, about 50-50 mixed, and then added to that is a little bit of white. Okay, and I'm not too fussed about the top of the landscape there, just misting out a little bit. It actually helps us somewhat. Okay, and I'm just touching on with a knife, and some of this dark canvas will show through, and that's exactly what we want. And we just dance the knife around, very little paint along the edge of the blade there. There we go, just push it about. There we have it, down there like so. I'm putting this in first, and I can put the water over the top, you see, like that. And then we'll do the same on the other side, but that's going to be a touch darker, I think. Well, we'll put this on first. Now this is going to be difficult where I'm stood, but if you've painted a mountain with a palette knife, this should be piece of cake for you. Piece of cake. Now if you get a big lump like that, don't worry, I'm not yet. Okay, so just jiggle it about, push it about. There we go. And we will put something there as well. Of course, being a dry canvas with the acrylic underneath makes it a lot easier just to layer paint like this on. There. Okay, and maybe a final bit there. Again, the same colours. I think I may have some tiny little trees on the top here, but we shall see. Okay, I just want to get the basic gist of these cliff faces in before we carry on. All right, there we go. That easy. We've got a slight outline of a cliff face, and then of course we're going to come back and put some more stronger detail and some highlights on that. Okay, wipe the palette knife, set it down. Okay, let's grab another fan brush. Let's just choose this one. I'm going to dip into some of that white paint. Help if I dipped into it. Okay, some of that white paint, and I may grab a touch of the yellow to start with. Okay, so it's that thin white paint, and I'm going to come across here, and we're going to pull across and then go straight down. Okay, so it's not white yet, it's not fully white just yet, and across the top and then down there, a bit more white in that one, and pull it straight down there. We want to be able to see the stonework underneath the waterfall, and it comes across and drop it down straight over the top of that, straight over the top. That easy. We're creating water flowing there. Good way to paint Niagara Falls, or if you've got a big waterfall near where you are, you can go out and paint it like this. Take your easel, take your paints, do a little bit of plein air painting. There we've got it. Nice big waterfall. What I'm going to do to the top of this part here is just add a bit of white there, and it comes over there like that, and pull straight down. Got to go straight down, even if it's a rock or something. Got to go straight down. Right, because we're over here, I'm going to add a touch of the purple. Okay, just a touch of purple to that thin white paint. And how's this one going to look? Okay, it's going to come there, and it's going to come across and then come straight down, and again straight down. Yeah, we got it there. We've got it, and again there. I want it purple because it's a little bit in shadow, and it's just coming this way and that way. There, like that. Again, very, very little paint is actually going onto the canvas. Very little, just enough, just to tease it, really, just to tease it. There, like that. That looks pretty neat already. Pretty neat, and it's dropping off into that water there. Okay, let's go on to the other side. Now, on the other side, I'm going to grab a touch of the red. Okay, I haven't washed the fan brush, by the way, folks. Okay, maybe not that much red. Red is quite a strong colour. Okay, so we're going to get a little bit of a pinky colour, and if it's too pink, we may, it looks a bit too pink to me. I'm going to wipe it off, just delve into some more white. There we go. That might be a bit better. A bit better there. Okay, and we're just going to come across, and then same thing. It comes down and straight down, cross and down, cross and down. And if you grab some of that stone colour that we've already put on, don't fight that. Don't fight it at all. There, the shadows underneath the water itself. There, like so. How does that look, folks? I can't really tell over here, but so far so good, I think. What, for 10-15 minutes worth of work? Not too bad. Okay, let's just grab a touch more white, and we'll just hit the top of this. There, like that. It's rushing over, and it's coming down, splashing there. There we go. Bit of pink in there as well. All right, happy days. Can even go up as well. Just take it up. Right, let's just set that brush to one side. We don't want to use it just yet again. We will do it when we come down here. But back to the palette knife now, okay? And another colour. So this is the same stone colour, just a little bit paler, okay? And I'm just going to go over the top of this. It's got a little bit more of yellow ochre in as this one, okay? So we're just dotting and dashing and creating some kind of stony highlight that lives out here. There, like that. So you get lots of different stony effects. And just cover up the waterfall. There, we may even block it in there like that. And again down here we'll put a little something. And if you go into the water, don't worry too much, because we are going to blend that a little bit away. Okay, just let's grab a little bit more of the white, and we can come back again and even really make some of these zing. Don't want too much, but we want a few just to zing out here in the sun. Sun's coming down here, you see, so we want a zinger. There, I think that looks all right. What does it look like to you guys? Let me know down in the comments, because I'm sideways on. I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, which is not the first time. Don't mind painting when I can't see what I'm doing. Some things you've got to see what you're doing. Like driving, for instance. Okay, right, so again on this one, a little bit there, a little bit here. Again, that dry canvas underneath really does pay dividends when you're doing this kind of painting. Down into the water. Anything we don't use will go into reflections. Okay, and let's take some of this colour. I'm going to put a little bit of something on there, and we're going to come across here and just bounce the palette knife around all across here, like so. Like that. And maybe grab a bit more of the colour, and up top here as well. And again, you could do this with a fan brush, to be honest. It's not that difficult. You grab the fan brush and use it like a knife. Use it like a knife. And it will work for you. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Okay. Wipe off the knife. I'm just going to grab some of this paler colour now. I want a little bit of highlight right up here. Okay, just a little bit of something up there where the sun again is catching. Right there. It might catch down there. Not too much down there because there's a little bit of shadow work, but we'll put a touch on and maybe blend it back. There. Okay, something in the water, as always. Something there. Right, what's this part look like? I can't really tell from where I'm stood, so I'm just going to wing it with a little bit of that paler colour right on top. And we're layering colour there, that's a bit too strong. Maybe, I don't know. But that looks like a good area for a little tree to go, so we've got to bear that in mind. Put a little tree up there at some point. Right there. Nice bit of stonework going on there, and maybe a little bit on there as well. So again, it's just simply layering colour, and letting the knife, letting the canvas do the work for you. Okay, you don't have to be working yourself to death. Let this thing and these things work for you. You're just guiding them. Okay, there we go. So that's that done. I want a purpley, bluey, stony colour, so a little bit of blue and white, maybe a touch of purple into that to give us a shadow stonework colour. Now that'll make it pop out. And again, if you've painted mountains before, this is what I mean. It's just a flat mountain, isn't it? It's just a mountain that goes straight up. Or if you've painted stones before, exactly the same thing. Large boulders, anything like that. The same technique, just different sizes and scales, really. So there we got it. A little bit of blue and white for shadow. And of course, we'll put some shadow work. It's shadow work that we can see. It's not the deep shadows like the dark colours that's on here. So it's shadow work we can see. Cool colour. Okay, let's grab a little bit of that and float it on to the other side. A little bit in here. But we don't want to mix it into the waterfall. Okay, we want some clear distinctions of the water. Okay, and then over here as well, like that, and again up there, like so. Right, we're nearly done for that waterfall thing. Okay, the cliff face. Let's drag some of this colour down. In fact, I'm going to put that to one side. I'm going to go back to the brush that we did the clouds with. I was going to grab some of this darker colour, and even it's got that purple on underneath, maybe a touch of black as well, and that stony colour, and we're going to just pull some of that down. Okay, and then same on there, just that stony work colour and black, a bit of that purple from the sky. Look how I'm going straight down again, straight down there, like so, and obviously there as well. Pull that out. Happy days. Right, back to the brush where we blended with. Okay, next to nothing on it, no. So we're going to pull that down, pull it down, blend it out, and then go across very gently. Don't be moving paint much. Just wanna blend. There, like that. So that's the shadow work of the cliff face. Now, I know it's not perfect. It never will be. But what we're going to do is we're going to put some foam and mist and things like that down there. But before we do, let's give this thing some scale. Now, if we did a tree, let's say 4-inch big, it would look like a small waterfall. If we give the tree 2-inch size, it might make this waterfall look bigger. So you want to go for whatever size tree you require. So I'm going to go for a smallish looking one. We'll just try it out, see what it goes with. So for that, I'm just going to take a script brush and some of that purple, and a touch of black. Okay, and we said, I'm going to rest my arm there, and we said we'll have a tree here and maybe a couple over there. So we'll bring it down. Now, the tree is up to you, whatever tree you want. But I think a nice little tree of the evergreen variety it'll go for. Right, there we go. Just pull out some arms, pull out. Yeah, nice and simple, nice and easy, yeah? And that's give the scale of this waterfall. Okay, let's put a few more in there. So another one, let's put a bigger one. Bit of a crook in that one. Wow, he must have got stood on by an elk or something. Anyway, doesn't matter. We can live with that. We can live with that as long as he's all right. Yeah, and again, just tease it out. So it's a little bit of thin oil or paint thinner and your colours like so. And because it's in the sunset, it's mainly silhouetted, so we don't have to really tow ourselves to death with highlights and shadows. Let's give him another one, a little smaller one, just there. And then again, just pull out. That easy. How easy is that? Smaller these trees, the easier they're to paint. Okay, let's put a couple on the other side. And we might have some on each side of there as well. So I'm going to put one there, and it's going to go there, like so. And again, it's hiding behind the waterfall, really. It's on top of the waterfall, but you can't see what it's sat on. But you know it's there. You'll know there's some land up there. There, like that. And a couple more. Okay, all I'm going to do now, folks, is I'm just going to put in as many of these trees as necessary. So as you can see, I completed the tree line. I also took the liberty while the camera was off to just stand in front of the picture and tinker with some of that rock work a little bit more. And what I've done is just added a little bit of darker colour to certain spots. So just a little bit of the dark colour, and it's just a little bit of the same tree colour, purple and black mixed, and just add here and there, just with a palette knife, a little bit of dark colour. That's all you need. Okay, just a little touch here and there, and it'll make everything pop. The contrast will just jump out at you. And don't go overboard on this, but just in the deepest crevices of this rock face is where we want some of this darker colour. Okay, I've took the liberty of doing it on the three already, but we'll show you how to do it on this one. So it's just a fine tip. You can even use the angle. Let me get the angle knife. Okay, angle palette knife, like so. Just grab a little touch off the top and just push it about. Okay, mix it into the shadow work there, like that, and maybe a bit there as well, like so. Okay, maybe some down the base of that. Okay, virtually no paint on the palette knife at all. Okay, like so. And again, keep checking the work, keep walking back and having a bit of a step back, and how does it look to you guys? Okay, right, remember the brush that we had the liquid white with? We've got it there. Okay, I'm just going to grab a touch of titanium white right on the very tip, and I'm just going to hit the base of this. Remember, waterfalling this high, you know, and the size of it compared to us trees is going to be pretty big, so we want to just really mist up the base of this waterfall and add some foamy things and misty things. Go over the rock work into the water and just follow it around like so. We may get a softer brush after this, depending on what it looks like, and really tinker with it, really blend it away into just nothingness, really just mist. Okay, coming down there like so, maybe round in front of that rock there. Again, virtually no paint on the brush. It has got a bit of that liquid white on, so we can move it basically. Look at that, just coming alive right in front of us. And of course, if you take some of that dirty rock colour into the composition, that's perfectly fine, because you would get that, wouldn't you? You'd have all sorts of rocks and stuff lurking underneath here. You really would. So a bit there, and we go up into his waterfall, and then bring it across the rock face. Just tap, tap, tap. I'm not painting any big strokes or anything like that. Just a little bit of tappage. That's a word. A little bit of tappage. Okay. Up into the waterfall. White is such an opaque colour. It really is. And the more you tap this, the more softer it'll become. And I think that's what we were after really on this kind of painting, this kind of composition. Right, so just keep tapping that like so. And I think that's about okay, isn't it? We are of course going to come back with a fan brush soon. Okay, in fact, let's get the fan brush now. Let's just wipe any excess paint off the brush that we've got on a paper towel, lint-free paper towel. And of course, I put a little marker there on the easel where the sun is, just so I can see it for reference purposes. But when you paint, I hope you're painting right in front of you, right in front of your composition, rather than to the side like I am. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dot a line, a little bit of a broken line, just down like that, just so I know that it's right. And then I'm just going to go side to side. Now, they want to be bigger towards us, okay, tighter up there. And don't worry about this because we can come back and blend that. Okay, maybe have some breaks in the ripples. That's the general area where we want the white reflection to be. It's not white paint. I've added a touch of yellow, cad yellow, into that as well, just for good measure. There, you can plough this on with a knife if you so wish. Okay, let's get the brush that we blended with again and just tap there, like that. Okay, same principle again, same principle. Grab some of that white with a little bit of cad yellow, and maybe just touch around the base of this rock work, just there like so, and then just pull it out like that. A lot of people do this with a palette knife. You can absolutely do it with a palette knife. You can do it with any kind of knife, really. Any type of instrument. Any brush, any knife. Okay. It's harder. It's much harder. I give you that. It's much harder to do this with a 2-inch paintbrush, but you do whatever you want to do. You guys do you. Okay. So there we go. So around there like so. And a few swirls there. And a few on the other side, and I'm just like that. I'm just about, I think we're ready just to hit this again, once again with a bit more blendery action. There, maybe a bit of knife work. Let's give it a bit of knife work just for good measure, just so we know what we're doing with the knife. Okay, clean the palette knife. I am going to use the angled Bob Ross palette knife for this one. Cut off the little tiniest bit of paint and just touch on a few little streaks here and there. A bit more, just put a bit of texture onto the composition. It's good to have texture. Can't get away from good texture. Okay, where need be. Okay, there. You know, when you're selling oil paintings, people look for texture. People want to see the thick paint. So why don't we give them what they want? Okay, and again, cut in those little ripples like that there, just so we know what we're doing. Okay, back to the brush and just gently tease it all across, just set the thing in place, and I think we have got a very beautiful, very pretty, colourful painting. Well, if you try this one, please share it with us and email me. The links are down in the description, and we'll show it on another video. If you like it, obviously give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Leave me a nice comment as well. I love reading your comments. But until next time, take care of yourself, stay safe, happy days.